So in today's video, we're going to recap stage 2 of the Tour of Watopia. I'm going to take a slightly different approach to it this week. Instead of killing myself to try and stay at the front of a bunch that clearly are better than me, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to relax, I'm going to chat, and then we're going to press on a little bit and we're going to see how far up the leaderboard we can actually get. It's 8 laps of the volcano crit circuit. It's the stage is called In Hot Pursuit. However, before we start today's video, I've got a bit of a sad story to tell you, and it's one that's affected me personally, and it does have a happy ending, but let me take you back to the start. December 2018, I'd just finished a stream, and as usual, I was in the conservatory, the windows had steamed up, there was sweat on the floor, and the place just looked a mess. I'm not going to lie, it looked a mess. Started packing everything up, and then my wife came in, and I thought I'd cleared everything up. I thought it was back to normal. It wasn't. I'd left the USB extension cable out on the floor. She went apeshit. I mean, she lost her shit. She gave me an ultimatum. She said, "Chris, if you don't get out, it's over." I said, "What do you mean?" She went, "I can't handle this anymore. You've got to go." I said, "Are you serious?" She said, "Yeah, you've got to go. I can't handle this anymore. I can't handle this mess. There's mold from your sweat. It stinks in here. We don't have a conservatory anymore. This is a shit tip. Why can't you go in the shed?" she said. I said, "Well, the shed's too small." She said, "Well," and I don't know if it was a stroke of genius or if it was just, she just didn't realise, but she said, "Why don't you build something in the back garden?" She was fuming. I said, "What do you mean, like a man cave?" She went, "Yeah." I said, "No." She went, "Yeah." I said, "No." She went, "Yeah." I said, "All right." So thankfully, she didn't keep me out that night. I managed to sleep on the sofa, and things over the next few weeks got slightly better between us. But then again, it was a Cam Jefferson vegan cyclist stream, and I just got caught up in the moment, and before I knew it, same again. I'd left stuff out, and she that was it. She packed everything up, my kicker climb, my kicker, headwind, chucked it all outside. She said, "If you don't build something, son, it's over." So I did. Well, I say I did. It wasn't me that built it. But I did spend hours tirelessly researching what kind of building I could have. I spent hours tirelessly getting quotes, watching the builders work, setting up cameras so I could film the builders at work and produce this little video. Welcome to my brand new man cave. So this is the pain cave so far, just before it starts to take, why is there a hole up there? Take shape. Insulation, wood, wires, ladders, plasterboard. So we're going to plasterboard all this out. Right, we're going to keep this here because what I've realised is it's strong enough to hang on. So I'm going to get my, once it's all painted, I'm going to bring my TRX in, and I'm going to be able to train in here on a TRX, as well as, well, my bike's going to be in this area here, so I'm going to have a dedicated area specifically for streaming, specifically for training indoors. So decorators are in, look. Making it all white. How long's it been like this now, man, before it got painted? 3 weeks? Mm-hmm. Could stay to your face. Oh, you got all over it. So one of the things in the comments below, you've got to give me a name for the new man cave. I don't want it to be called a pain cave. I don't want it to be called a man cave. I want it to be called Pritchard's Palace. So if you pick a good name, I'm going to get a little plaque made and you can be the honorary person that named mine. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. So here's the full Wahoo ecosystem in action right here. I've given it a few little tweaks just to give it that Chris Pritchard feel. So you can't even see it under here, but check that out. So we've got the ANT+ dongle just there, right next to the receivers, and then the power goes down into there. So we've got wireless cable system routing under the mat, which is a tip I picked up from Wahoo doing their Zwift parties, and then straight into the headwind. Boom, look at that. And now, because there's no table here, now as much as I love this table, when you put it in front of the headwind, you don't get enough wind on your head. Headwind is perfect when you don't have anything obstructing it. It's perfect for your feet, it's perfect for your legs, it's perfect for your chest, but the one place I need it more is on my head. And as soon as I put my Wahoo extendable table next to it or in front of it, then I just don't get enough wind on the face and it causes me to overheat. So I'm going to be able to put this right here next to me. So I've got the keyboard and I've got my drinks and I've got everything I need on a table right here, which gives the headwind enough space to breathe that air into my face around here. And then up on the wall there, I can't believe how small that looks on the wall. It looks absolutely tiny, but it's a 32 inch. I am going to replace that hopefully, if Amanda lets me, with our house TV once it arrives. But yeah, this is on a little extendable mount, look, so I can bring it out. Got my webcam for streaming, green screen for streaming, office space for editing, storage for storing. What more could a man want out of life right now? This is perfect. And also this beam up here, I can attach my TRX to it, and I can do TRX exercises now, so I should never have to ever leave this. If I can get a bed in here, I'll never have to leave. Right, it's almost time for stage 2 of the Tour of Watopia. Roll titles. Eesh. Oh my god, this is slow. I'm not dissing these people, but this is slow. Just give it time. Alright, when I get to 1,000, we'll start pressing back on the pedals, okay? Alright, FOS, here we go. 99. Oosh. Okay, it's time to go. Not full zest yet, not full zest. As Jesper would say, let's not worry about that till we get there. Let's not think about that till we get there, Jesper.
these boys here? Who are these? I want a piece of that. How fast are they going? That's got to be the leaders, right? It's got to be. One 6.5.
Stage 2 of Tour of Watopia done and dusted, and that was way more enjoyable than last week's. And this week's post-recovery treat is hot chocolate. I'm staying away from the pizza this time. It's hot chocolate this time. So let's break it down. I decided to go off way at the back. I kind of waited. I was going to wait till the last person rolled out from the pier and then go, but I rolled out really slow. And then by the time we started to get to the right turn to get onto the volcano route, I was still nowhere near the back. I think I got to place 1000 and then I started pressing on. And because it was on my terms and not trying to chase another group, I just went slowly into it. I just built myself into it. It wasn't that horrible, long bursting, leg sapping effort that you do at the start of a race. It was hard, but it was a nice gradual progression. And because there was so many people in front, it gave me a lot of confidence. Instead of feeling like I'm always just going backwards and backwards and backwards, I was actually progressing. And it's rare that you ever actually progress in a Zwift event now, because you normally end up going out with a group slightly too fast for you, and then you end up getting kicked. And then it's just a matter of how far you're not going to go back rather than how far can you go forward. So to do it that way was actually a lot more fun. I know that the riders that I'm overtaking are obviously doing it for the fun of it or not really pressing on, but in my head it was a good challenge. It didn't matter whether they were racing or not. I was trying to get as far as I could up that group as quick as I could. And on Zwift Power, I actually broke the top 100, which was pretty cool. Then I think it was the last lap or second to last lap, the fastest A riders or A plus riders, whatever you want to call them, came past. And they came past hard. They were still like 4.7, 4.8, 5 watts a kilo, just pressing on. And it makes you realise, had I tried to stay with them in the first instance, I would have got dropped and I wouldn't have been as strong towards the end as I was, and I wouldn't have been able to keep up with them. And I probably would have finished there or thereabouts in a similar position. And again, like I said, I would have just gone that way as opposed to going that way. So it made for a more confidence-inspiring and more fun and enjoyable experience on stage 2 of the Tour of Watopia. So yay! I did, however, read in the comments while I was doing the stream that a lot of people found stage 2 harder than stage 1. So let me know your experience. Have you done stage 2 yet? If you have, leave a comment below and let me know how you got on with it. Was it harder or easier than the first stage? And how did you ride it? Did you try and use it as a race and got to the front and try to win? Or did you just sit there and enjoy it and embrace the social aspect of it? Or did you do what I did and go to the back and then charge forward? Let me know, comments below. And if you're coming up to do stage 2 in the next couple of days, are you excited? As ever, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not done already, tickle that little bell so you know when we go live with our live streams or we drop a brand new video on YouTube.